Hey guys, welcome to Mindful of Games. This game is Thomas Was Alone, and yeah, I hope you enjoy watching, and let's go. The program was a failure. People forget this. It was a massive flop. The coders started adding name strings to the AI as a joke. Thomas wasn't special. It was just an AI in the right place, the right time.
Thomas was alone. Wow, a weird first thought to have.
A really weird thought. Point 2. Right. Wait.
Thomas decided to start listing his observations for posterity.
Okay.
1. The whole alone thing. 2. Portals. They led somewhere. He'd yet to work out where. 3. Falling. Thomas was absolutely fantastic at falling. He was almost as good at falling as he was at observing.
Yeah. Aren't we all sometimes? Aren't we all? That's a portal. Okay. Jumping. Okay.
Okay, interesting. Thomas couldn't fall past this block. Think, damn it, think. What if there was some kind of inverted fall?
Yeah.
Some way to... what's the word?
Yeah, some way to jump. Press X.
It worked! Thomas had solved the great inverted fall mystery.
Thomas, we did it! That's really the perfect game for this channel. And yeah, I really thought a long time about what to play. And I mean, there's so many games out there, and I fiddled around, and then I thought, man, you always wanted to play Thomas Was Alone. You only heard good things about it, so yeah, and now it turns out to be a really good first game for the channel. So yeah, let's just get on. I stop talking now. Too much.
A big jump. But Thomas noted there was no real danger in missing it. The world didn't want him to fail here. It was pushing him, but gently.
Be aware, Thomas. Be aware of the world around you.
This all seemed a little dangerous. The world was not to be trusted. It was unstable, and it seemed to Thomas that it could let him down at any moment. He was starting to suspect it might even be doing so on purpose.
Paranoia, yes. I mean, who doesn't know that feeling? To be neglected and world crumbles at your feet, and yeah, it's interesting.
Thomas wondered whether the portals were actually taking him anywhere. He felt like he was making progress, but there wasn't really any way to know. He seemed to be moving predominantly up and to the right, which might, or might not, be important.
Who knows? Who knows what's important? Who knows what's important?
It might have been paranoia again, but Thomas could have sworn the world was becoming more complicated. It always seemed to be one step ahead of his skills. It had been designed just for him. He wondered why. Was the world testing him?
Sure.
No. Too obvious.
Too obvious. Okay, so no testing here. Probably. Who knows?
Something about the boiling, toxic, glowing water intimidated Thomas. He didn't like it. He certainly didn't want to swim in it. He made another mental note. 4. Water. Not good. To be avoided.
Yeah, you should avoid water at any time, guys. That's what I've been telling you all these years. Just avoid water at any cost.
The loneliness was getting to Thomas. No amount of observation or obsessive note-taking could combat that.
Next level.
Thomas had a new theory. The world was training him.
Yeah.
He could feel himself getting smarter. There was the mental list to consider. Over the minutes and seconds since his spontaneous generation, he'd become a pretty skilled jumper.
That's actually pretty cool.
He was evolving. He just wished he had someone to share it with.
That's really nice. I mean, we're playing a block. I mean, it's so awesome that they can create such an atmosphere. The story now is, it's already intriguing, and I wanna see where it goes. It's awesome. I mean, it's a block. It's like, reminds me of like, I've never had one, but like the Atari thing. It's like the graphics there was all blocks and you had to use your imagination. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice throwback. Ooh, what's this? Submitted hundreds of bug reports. I told the idiot this would happen. Overlapping scripts. More than one AI was bound to be spawned into an environment at some point. Turns out I missed the point. That little error changed everything.
Chris took an immediate and deep dislike to the skinny red rectangle. Who the hell did this Thomas think he was?
Yeah, who does he think he is? I see.
Chris had been doing fine. He wasn't the highest jumper, but he'd held his own. He'd even been graceful at
He
times.
could be graceful at times, I see.
Well, not actually. Technically graceful. It's probably the wrong word, but you know, fine. There was that skinny little runt leaping about like he owned the place.
Okay, now we need Thomas, I guess. How do we get up? Okay, that's how we get up here. Whoa! Chris, here I am. Thanks, Thomas. You little runt. Okay, what's the portal? There it is. Oh. Thomas has to go in the other one. No, avoid the water. What did they tell you?
Okay, this was more like it. A glowy white thing. Only Chris could get to it, which of course made it all the more enticing. What would it do? What new opportunity might this switch open up to him?
Okay, let's see. Whoa! Thomas, help me! Okay, I'll help you. Jump.
Great. Another chance for Thomas to jump slightly higher than Chris. How fortunate. Seriously, this made the whole switch pressing thing entirely worthwhile.
This and yay! Okay.
Was this good? Because on the surface, it did not seem good. Chris was
Who was
pretty
scared?
Little Red seemed fine, happy to be on his merry little adventure.
Yeah.
Chris couldn't shake the feeling that things had taken a significant turn for the worse since Thomas had joined him. Sure, he'd been able to piggyback his way to ever so slightly higher platforms, but where had that got him? Well, to ever so slightly higher platforms, which was
Yeah,
the
Chris.
point.
No. Nice. Blink. Nice.
Chris stared at Thomas with pure hatred.
Why?
He seemed so very happy at their situation. Friends together,
Yeah.
a brave fellowship of quadrilaterals on a
Yes,
quest for
that's the
greatness.
thing, Chris.
That would be fine. But it was all the obvious observation that Thomas was doing which grated. Every time they saw something vaguely new, Chris would hear a satisfied little from the vaulting idiot. He hoped the next portal would split them up, if only for a few levels.
Oh, do I need Chris? Hey. Ah, I see, okay. Chris goes that way. Chris, here you have it here. It's splitting up. Yay. And Thomas goes up here. On that platform. Nice. Save point. Yeah, okay, we needed that. Jump. Nice, Chris. Here I am.
John knew. He knew that this was his chance. A moment to shine. This was game day.
Okay, now we get another character, John. Guys, thanks for watching the first video, and yeah, see you in the next one, hopefully. Bye-bye.